Creepy face, creepy doll, shadow person, editing trick, more shadows, possessed skull, poltergeist, possessed door. So let's see what questions we have only on Paranormal, true or false. What is this ghostly face? As we watch, we will see a face develop on the right hand side. Is it a ghost? Is it pareidolia? Is it a hoax? Is it a relative looking over him? Obviously, there's something there, and it is odd how it morphs into something looking like a face, but I think it might be an optical illusion and not paranormal. Did this car collide with a ghost? As these people are driving in a car, suddenly a figure will appear at the bottom of the screen. Is this a human or a ghost? The car hits it. They stop the car and get out to try and see if they can help the person. They look all around trying to find what they hit, who they hit, and they can't see anybody anywhere. They're confused, worried, and still in shock. But then something appears. A creepy head pops out from under the car. What is going on? Let's slow things down and rewatch these clips. So it looks like something is hit, slides up the windshield and over the roof of the car. So how does it end up under the car? Is this a doll? Look at how small that is. Is someone in the back seat and just yanked a doll out of the street in such a way that it caused that to slide up along the car? And we can see it's a low profile car. So wouldn't a doll fit better right there? I feel like this is one more of those foreign paranormal movies that's being passed off as real paranormal in the English speaking languages. There are three people, and one of the three people is not always on frame. Is the one off camera the one that pulled the string and also pushed this doll head out under the car? I have too many questions for this one. Is this a shadow person? As we watch a game, a shadowy figure appears on the field, running towards the players. Is this a ghost? Is this an optical illusion? Is this a camera glitch? Is this a light shadow anomaly? I'm not convinced it's paranormal. I feel like this is some sort of a glitch with the camera, or maybe it's some sort of a video effect editing trick. What do you think on this one? Is it real? Or is it something else? What is happening in this graveyard? This is the unedited footage of a camera on a tripod facing the gate, and it appears the gate starts to open, but something flashed on the screen. Let's zoom in and take a closer look at the door of the gate just slowly opening, and I freeze frame the image that popped up on the screen. What is going on? Now the gate slowly starts closing. Well, let's look at that image again, shall we? I've actually done this with the Real Paranormal series on my channel, where I've taken a picture, reduced the opacity so that it's transparent. You can click on the card above to watch the video of editing tricks that I did that shows that stunt. So that is an editing trick. This could be anybody just opening and closing that gate. But because of the editing trick, I'm not convinced either part of this is real now. What is this hanging shadow? As this camera is pointed outside, a shadow is passing over that door. What is it? What is it from? What light source is projecting that image? It reminds me of fabric blowing in the wind, but I'm not sure where that fabric is at. I wish I had a better view of the space so I could see what could be causing that shadow. He will spin around, but he keeps the camera kind of low and towards the ground, which is an indicator to me that he's kind of keeping us from seeing the light source and what could be in front of that light source. And I still can't kind of figure out what that green strip is that appears to be hanging on that line. So even though this was streamed live, I can see how it could be staged. Is this skull possessed? These skull Halloween decorations are hanging on this fence. One of the skulls keeps turning and facing a different direction, and it's bothering the owner, so she fixes it again. You look at the other skulls, their mouths are all pointing down, whereas this one, the mouth is pointing up, and I think it's just the way it's sitting on that post that's causing it to spin, and it's just a gravitational thing, not a possession thing. Is this a poltergeist? As the camera is being used to record the security camera, we see a wet floor sign fall. And then we will see a bar stool be yanked into the middle of the room before it falls over. I don't know what the dark spot in the middle of that light reflection is. I wonder if they have a skylight in the roof that's creating that reflection, because I don't see the window to create that reflection. And of course the footage is very grainy, so we can't really see what's moving at the bottom center left, but it looks like there's movement there before the bar stool flips. Unfortunately, this is another one of those where it's so grainy it's hard to see what's happening. It seems like it's staged using strings, but I'd actually like to visit that place and just see how the light and shadows work in that space. Is this door possessed? While this live stream is happening, the door behind him starts closing by itself, and he really doesn't notice until he hears the door click. The streamer gets up and looks on the other side of the door to try and figure out what's going on and why the door closed. I do not know if this streamer has pets or lives alone, so I don't know if somebody's pulled a prank on him, but the way he's acting is he's acting like he's expecting to be alone. But we don't get to see most of the space to know one way or another if there's any pets that might have accidentally closed the door. It appears while he steps out to look around, the door opens again and then it closes again, and then he comes back into the room. This could be staged, but I think it's real. What do you think on this one? The links for other social media platforms for this channel and for Jim is in the description below. Always be safe. It is free to subscribe. Please subscribe. There are many more videos you can watch, and you can click on the attached playlist card to see some of them. Thanks for watching Paranormal, True or False.